Well, hello and welcome to 5 Day Rentals, the video store podcast rebooted. That's right, we're right into it. We're jumping right into it. We're back in the New York groove. You know that song?
Of course I do, dude.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Absolute banger.
Yeah. We're also back with a vengeance. Because goddamn it, it's time to crack off a new category. And if you've been following along, Bones took us to the deepest depth of what film has to offer. So let's go back to what I call let the record show, films that at least one of us likes. And in this case, my buddy Cron Howard, you really like Die Hard with a Vengeance, don't you?
It's a good fucking movie, dude.
It's a fucking movie.
I think it helps to, like, I watched the three of them, the first three, pretty close together.
Right.
And 2 is such a dip that 3 is like an easy layup. You know, it's like, just make a good movie and you got it.
Right. Also here, as always, throwing me a bottle of aspirin in my time of need. Laundry Dan, you just watched or rewatched Die Hard 2 for the holiday season?
I rewatched original 2 and this one, yes.
Why didn't you just do 4 and 5 at that point?
I've never seen them, never will. Actually, I have a question. Does Samuel L. Jackson show up in any of those 2 or 3?
No.
Okay,
No.
That's what I thought. But
Huge bummer.
yeah, 2 sucks. I don't know. It's like you don't even see him, I guess. I don't know.
It's off. It's high on its own supply. It thinks that shit doesn't stink, you know? He's too loose.
Feels like they
fucked up.
Well, it felt like they were just trying to do Die Hard 1 again, but Die Hard 1 is good. So it's like, you don't need to do it again. It's just like a bad imitation of Die Hard 1 at that point.
Mm-hmm.
It's too big of an area. Which they have it sprawls here, but I think it works.
I feel like it's a different thing, though. It's not like I got to get out of this building. They're going places and doing shit and got to keep on the move.
You got the naked dude like doing the fucking karate and you're like, all right, this is going to be pretty sweet. And it's a letdown.
It's just a Coke-fueled producers just like, do that again. Do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's Christmas again. It's literally the next year. And the fact that his wife is involved again. And that his buddy gets like a fucking fax cameo is such a bummer, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And this one, I always try to think of this ever since I heard Josh Homme in an interview talking about songs for the deaf. And he mentioned every good third should reference the first. And reference, it doesn't need to copy it. And like you said, Cron, that is with a vengeance better because of how bad 2 is.
I think if you watch him as close as I did, yeah. 2 is such a stinker. It's like 3's at least fun. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I also, listener, this isn't your first episode of the year, but this is our first record of the year. Because of the nature of time, we have to record these before. So when we keep referring to the holiday season, we just came out of it.
I kissed Dan when the ball dropped.
Told you no tongue, but you still stuck it in there.
Yeah, dude. It's the New Year. It's a New Year's kiss.
And then I put my hands down your pants and you're like, whoa, dude.
What, you never went to scout camp?
No. What does that mean?
Let's get back to the movie.
I thought they were learning how to lead America.
No, you lead America now by just getting in with like financiers,
mm-hmm.
guys with private planes and islands. And
All the
or
cool
you
people.
fuck up your face and you just take a position you're underqualified for, probably in, I don't know, some sort of militaristic immigration department.
Mm-hmm.
Or you go on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Which we've declined many times.
I don't need to sit there while he looks up stuff on AI. I mean,
Is Jamie even real?
He's probably planning on
Is
getting rid
Jamie
of him.
just an AI?
Rogan's just Googling stuff at this point. Just pull it up on our sponsored, I don't know what it's called.
Who the fuck is still listening to that?
I don't know.
No, let's not get.
You got to go through a lot of work on your Spotify for it to like not autoplay.
Oh, man.
It took a while for it
Yep.
to just for the algorithm to realize no.
I
Yeah,
think
this guy's not a fan.
I think because he had Tarantino on at some point, and that was the first episode I listened to. And then for like 3 months, when another podcast would end, it's the Joe Rogan experience. Like, I don't fucking want this, dude.
I think Two Bears One Cave was the same way with YouTube because he was on with Segura, and I think it was around the time the novel came out.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kept pumping. And I was like, I don't give a fuck about Tom Segura or Bert Kreischer. They fucking suck. I'm sorry.
It's my favorite podcast.
Die Hard with a Vengeance, 1995. Let me tell you this. I don't think it's a perfect movie. But I think this is such a rewatchable movie. I have watched it maybe just 10% less as much as I've watched the original. Hit it at the right time. Before we get into it, I'd like to also talk about the strength of the supporting characters in a Die Hard movie. The first Die Hard, undeniable. The supporting cast around him. In a way, I think this one takes it up a notch. With Samuel L. Jackson, the actor that plays Inspector Cobb is fucking incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy Irons knows what movie he's in.
Whoever the little bomb diffuser guy is, he's pretty good.
His haircut
Guts, no
doesn't
glory.
know what movie it is.
He just works at a completely different place. That guy works at the fact that he works for the police is incredible. The fun that he is having. This is cutting edge.
Yeah,
He
there's
just comes in and just destroys. Who is this guy? Where's his movie?
Mm-hmm. There is one person in this movie though, and I don't know if it's performance or if it's conception of the character that I fucking hate. And it's extremely effective, but I fucking hate it. And also, for the nature of this let the record show, right? We'll still be doing an easy game of Rate My Letterboxd, but Dan, had you seen this before?
The Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. How do you
I've seen
feel
this
about the editing in this movie?
It works.
It works?
Yeah. He gets a lot of close-up shots. This is McTiernan. He's back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's a few weird cuts, but like, does this thing have breaks? And this is like, you're kind of right there, but I know it's meant to be funny. So, but yeah, I think it works. Well, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to fill Cron in. I asked Dan about the editing of this movie.
Uh-huh.
For myself, I feel when I was doing my notes, I was like, oh, this is almost like an episode of 5 Day Rentals where we start out and we're very detailed with our plot description and we're moving at like a snail's pace and you can almost get a sense of the movie. And then we come back from pissing and we realize, we have 45 minutes left and we have to just cram it. Mm-hmm. I do think that there's an element of this movie, and maybe it's just it doesn't want to overstay. But man, once he gets blown out of that like tunnel, the movie is just pop, 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 pop. There is like no breather from pulling the ABS, getting on the bridge to the boat, helicopter.
Yeah, I think on this watch, when you get to that vault heist scene, it's like from there forward is one movie and everything before feels like, they're connected, but they just have completely like different tones in a way.
Yeah.
That is the hour mark. So you have, that hits your hour and then you have another hour left.
The first one is like almost like they're trying to solve and they're having to like put all those riddles together. And then it just kind of turns into like, okay, now the movie can actually start from here forward.
All right. Last thing before we hop in. Are you guys aware of the original ending to this movie? Was this in your notes at all, Dan?
Yes. But, I didn't put it in because it's very detailed about what happens.
Yes.
So I was like, maybe Bones will put that in there, but I can bring it up if we get there.
Okay.
But yes.
The version on, I don't recall if the special edition DVD that I had of this, if the original ending was on there, but the $5 version that I bought on iTunes has it as a special feature.
You brought up, was it Dead Formats with you and DK, the Bronson Christmas? You brought up the gray Die Hard fucking DVDs. And I was like, I remember seeing those in Bones' possession.
I think I lost those in that divorce, actually. I think they were in that box. That, or I don't know if Danny Duck got them in our DVD, we did a DVD draft when we moved out. We just spent 6 hours one night being like, all right, you pick 3, then I'll pick 3. And then the other person would just go outside and smoke cigarettes.
That's what I'm going to do with the kids. Yeah.
All right. You guys ready to get into this?
Yeah. We got to rate your letterbox.
Okay. Okay. I'm getting there. I'm trying to, much like McClane in this, I feel a sickness coming and I have pounded a lot of medication.
So, and you're hungover?
No, I did try to go a little old fashioned with the cure here. First hard liquor in a while, so we shall see. Yeah. I have a 3.7 average rating. Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you guys got?
Bones, I'm going to give you a 4.0.
Bones, I'm going 4.5.
Stan still there?
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounded like he was real far away.
Yeah, he sounded like...
I gave you a 4.5.
I heard it, but it was...
I guess it didn't register too far.
It was off. Yeah.
You're
already a soft talker.
Want to be Horde?
1995. John McTiernan is back in the seat.
You also don't know how to kiss when the ball drops at midnight, dude. Open your mouth up. It's New Year's.
You can't start with the tongue, dude.
Well, the tongue extends further than the lips, homie.
No, you got to give me a little bit of smooch. You got to give me a little bit of tease, and then I'll be like, all right.
What better way to start the new year than shoving your tongue down your buddy's throat?
What better way to start the new year than talking about Bruce Willis and Die Hard with a Vengeance? It's a hot summer day in New York.
Mookie?
Boom. Boom. One of the best explosions.
Mm-hmm.
At the time of this record, I think it's maybe only 5 or 6 weeks old. Cinescape, one of those like video essay YouTubers does a little 10-minute in-depth thing about this practical explosion that they did in New York. Dives deep into how this movie really got to just take advantage of everything that New York was allowing them to do. Highly seek that out.
Yeah, it does feel like you couldn't get away with most of this movie at this point. Like, you just couldn't. I don't think you could, like, even a controlled demolition like that. I don't know how much that would cost to do in New York and how much, like, red tape you'd have to go through.
Yeah. All right. Immediate chaos. New York City Major Case Unit is on damage control. We meet Inspector Cobb, also known as Walter, throughout my notes. He gets a phone call. Said, Simple Simon to the pie man going to the fair. Give me your pies or I'll cave your head in. What the fuck's going on? This caller is claiming responsibility for the bombing. He says, call me Simon. Simon wants McLean. He wants to play a little game of Simon Says or there will be a penalty. Simon tells Cobb. Go ahead.
You guys think you could come up with a series of riddles to hold a city hostage?
Yeah. I think I've read enough Batman comic books.
Yeah, but then you'd just be repeating. Like, you'd be...
You put a little... You make them your own. You change it just enough not to get caught.
This was a movie called Simon Says. Did you know that, Bones?
This is a movie called Die Hard with a Vengeance.
No.
Is Simon Says with Dennis Rodman?
No. Jonathan Hensley, who wrote this, was writing a movie called Simon Says, and he literally just changed the names to Zeus and McLean.
Hell yeah.
For like the first 30 minutes is that movie that he was writing.
That's gotta be part of the disjointed. Like, he got far enough. They were like, oh, you're working on a Die Hard thing? And he was like, oh, I gotta make it fucking action-y now.
Okay, I'm not losing my mind. There is a Dennis Rodman movie called Simon Says, S-E-Z.
Yes. Is that Van Damme too, or no?
No, that was Double Team.
Who was he with in Simon Says?
Dane Cook.
Oh, is that recent?
That sounds bad, dude.
1999. So that's like before Dane Cook
It's like Dane Cook
broke as a stand-up, yeah. And Double Team features our favorite GoFundMe motorcycle boy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Simon Says he wants McLean, and he's going to Harlem.
What did he do with all of his money that he needs? He needs me to pitch in to pay his rent.
He's got all those little dogs to take care of, dude.
Yeah,
plastic surgery, Botox.
He has to have made more money than the three of us will ever see in our lives.
Oh, 100%. But we don't live that way.
Yeah, cigarettes are like $12 a pack, dude. I mean, come on. It's tough.
We're in the back of a police transport van.
Read my mind.
Incredible. I almost gave to his GoFundMe just because I've gotten an hour's worth of entertainment out of Read My Mind. McLean, he's still hungover. Man, who looks better hungover than Willis, man? Eastwood?
I look pretty good. I mean,
Eastwood
in a while.
Eastwood kind of looks hungover all the time, though. Like, his normal face is a state of hungover.
Yeah. All right. Turns out McLean was on suspension currently, and he's doing it up, man. Hitting the bar. Cobb starts getting further details on today's crimes, getting what do they call it? The docket or whatever, what's going on that day. Let's make special note of Ricky mentioning 14 stolen dump trucks out of New Jersey. McClane suggests, insurance fraud. Says he's dealt with it a lot in California. So, reminder to the viewer. Die Hard 1, he's a New York cop in California. Die Hard 2, he's moved out to California, but they're in D.C. This time he's back on his own turf. So what's going on with his private life? We'll get there. So hold on.
Where's he at in 4? Russia?
No. 4 is also D.C. and Jersey. 5 is Russia. All right. McClane asked about the lottery last night. What were the numbers? Everybody in unison, 4667. God damn it. McClane asked his buddy Ricky, like, hey, man, you still betting your badge? He says, yeah, 6991 every time. Cobb asked John about the kids and Holly. Seems things aren't going well. They arrive at their stop. McClane starts to strip. Cobb breaks the news that whatever McClane's got to do, backup's going to be 10 blocks away. McClane's not happy about this. He wants to know what the fuck is going on, and Cobb can say, all I can tell you is there's a guy named Simon. He's going to blow something else up unless you do this. We cut outside. We see McClane putting on a little sandwich board. If you haven't watched the movie in a while, go back. Bruce Willis's little black shoes look goofy as fuck, man. I think the guy's got like smaller than average feet. That sandwich board, the proportions aren't doing a lot for him, but I was cracking up in that wide shot of his little black loafers and his big white socks.
You think he's got those like Ron DeSantis cowboy boots that are
the huge lifts in them and shit?
Yeah, have that funky heel on them.
Yeah. I don't know, but I saw that and I was like, well, that kind of takes a little bit of the steam out of the Die Hard joke when he kills Carl's brother. And he says, you know, like all the terrorists in the world and I got to kill the one with feet smaller than my sister. So how small were that guy's feet? Jesus. All right. Let me tell you right now.
That might enhance the joke.
He's doing it to make himself feel better.
This guy's a size 6.5 and he found a size 4 foot guy.
Petite feet, feminine step.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's meet Samuel L. Jackson. This is mid-90s. What do we know Sam Jackson from?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp fucking Fiction. That's right.
What?
Say what again, motherfucker?
I've never seen Pulp Fiction.
Shut the fuck up. Every day you text us like, fuck Paul Dano. We're like, whoa, what? Like even before all the comments, you know?
Yeah, I'm a Plainview guy. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Samuel L. Jackson, he works and owns like an electronic kind of appliance repair shop. He's got 2 nephews. They come in. They've got a boom box from a friend named Tony, some no-neck dude. They want to sell him. He starts giving him shit. Like, you're walking around town with somebody's stolen property. Gives him a speech about, like, you know, you got to go to school. You got to do right by yourself. Nobody's going to help you. Go to school. On the way out the door, one of the kids notices McClane, says something to Samuel L. Jackson. He says, Uncle, you want to come look at this? There's a white man in the street. I've seen one of them before. Not like this. All right. McClane walking around, getting some harsh looks from some poor people. Obviously, I'm not going to repeat what is revealed on this sign.
I think it could add a lot of context for the listener, Bones.
Come on, man. That's not even funny.
It's an offensive, racist message.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is very effective if you were trying to send somebody to Harlem to get murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Samuel L. Jackson, he notices that McClane is walking to a bunch of hardcore dudes minding their own business on a stoop. He runs over. Hello, how are you today? Having a good day? You were about to have a very bad day. McClane's like, does the police matter? Please leave me alone. He's like, listen, dude, you got about 30 seconds before those guys come over here and they will fucking kill you. And McClane says, you heard about that bombing? Some crazy guy, he made me do this shit, or he's going to blow up another bomb. Samuel L. Jackson comes up with a pretty smart idea. He's like, I need you to start acting crazy, all right? Like Bellevue. Well, these guys, what the fuck? They spot McClane. They run over. McClane's like, he gets the hint about acting crazy, so he starts saying shit like, I'm the voice of my own God. I told the nurse I have a very bad headache. I have a very bad headache. These guys start repeating what's on the board. One guy slices. They cut the sandwich board off. Samuel L. Jackson tries to intervene. He gets cut. When McClane falls over, it's revealed he's got a gun taped to his back. Samuel L. Jackson picks this up. Back up! Back the fuck up!
That would hurt.
Whoa, hey Zeus, what's going on, man? Whatever. Cab pulls by. They hop in the cab. They take off. Samuel L. Jackson's bleeding. Well, they're both bleeding. McClane tries to be cool and is like, hey, thanks, Jesus, I appreciate it. He's like, man, fuck you. Why you keep calling me Jesus? He's like, that's what he called you, right? He said, hey, Zeus.
Got it.
Father of Apollo, Mount Olympus, throw a lightning bolt up your ass, Zeus. Trying to get me fucking killed. They head back to Police Plaza. We meet a great side character, this police psychiatrist. He's assessing Simon. Says that they're dealing with a real psycho, man. He wants to pound you. He wants to pound you. We meet Charlie from the bomb squad. He comes in. He shows...
Seems like the psychologist could just say anything at this point. And like, how much of the work is the degree itself doing, you know?
What I appreciated, though, is like you said, he could say fucking anything, but if you've watched it enough times, like, the guy's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
Which I sort of appreciate. I feel like any other movie would, like, oh, I don't know. Like, I think you can break him, or let me talk to him, you know? This guy's just straight up, no, this guy wants to pound you.
I feel like I could do that. Just like, this guy has mommy issues. Mm-hmm. Who's gonna say, no, that's not right?
This is a rare case where he wants to kill his mother and fuck his father.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going to say to my lady. This guy wants to pound you.
Wants to pound you. All right. Yeah. Charlie comes in. They found a bomb in Chinatown. Let's remember that. And he starts giving a demonstration of this very cutting edge stuff. It's a 2-part mixture. It's almost like an epoxy. And he shows it off by taking a little dab of each little chemical compound or liquid compound on the end of a paper clip. Tells somebody to move out of the way. He throws it like 6 feet. Makes this chair go blow up into the air. Another one of the first great interactions from Connie, one of the other cops. Charlie, you're gonna be wearing that chair up your ass.
She's so hot.
Mm-hmm.
That chick is hot. I don't know something. She looks like she's 42, but I was like, yeah, I'd hang out with her.
Mm-hmm. She will take care of you. She won't take any shit. But when she's in the mood, she's taking it.
I bet she could,
like, chicken noodle soup ready and shit.
Oh, see, I was going to say, she could cook a mean breakfast the next morning.
All right. Once it's mixed, be somewhere else, Charlie says. Now, Joe, another one of the great side characters, another cop on the unit, he says, fuck, man, 2,000 pounds of this stuff was reported stolen. Who calls? Our buddy Simon. They all start tracing the call. They pick up. He wore the board, walked the street, and survived. Where are my pigeons now? Simon says. Simon has another task for McClane, but not before getting upset at Zeus. Like, he says some sort of racist shit, and Zeus is like, hey man, don't say that. And Simon even apologizes, like, I'm sorry, it was a poor attempt at humor. I apologize. But Zeus is like not having it. Simon gets pissed off, hangs up. Cobb was like, you should not have fucking done that. Psychiatrist's like, he'll call back. He'll fucking call back. Sure enough, he calls back. He's pissed off. And he said, you know what? I was going to let you go, but fuck it. Now you're part of the game. He wants him and McLean to go to a payphone. Now McLean, he starts getting annoyed. He starts talking shit back to him. Simon, in this argument, he stutters, but he demands that they continue to play. He says, then Cobb starts saying, like, there's got to be something, man. What do you want? And Simon's like, what, you mean like money? He's like, well, you know, nobody likes McLean. He sucks. He's like 2 steps away from being a full-blown alcoholic. McLean's like, one step. Don't take that. 1 step. He says, fuck it. I wouldn't give up McLean for all the gold in your Fort Knox. They hang up. Psychiatrist is like, yeah, man, this guy wants to pound you, dude. He won't quit. He won't fucking stop. We're talking real psycho shit. And you know that stutter? Like when you pushed him? Like, this guy can't be fucking bought. Cobb gives McLean his badge and gun back. Says he's a cop again. Zeus isn't happy. He takes off. That's a white man with white man problems. You deal with him. But McLean has to say, hey, why did you help me? He says, well, if a white cop dies in Harlem, the next day it's 100 white cops, all with itchy trigger fingers. I was just trying to stop some blowback. McLean says, well, hey, you know that bomb that they just showed off? He lies to him and says, well, we found that shit in Harlem, dude. I need you.
Why don't they ever give Sam Jackson a gun?
They do.
The cops do?
Well, not the cops. McLean does.
Yeah, but I mean,
You see what happens to him.
like they're sending him out on all this shit. It feels like they'd at least be like, here's a gun.
Well,
he's basically like deputized. I mean,
To me, he would have did it out. He would have did the first, what we're about to go through, and then he'd be like, all right, I'm out. I'm not doing
they
this
should have
shit
given him
anymore.
a
This is your
badge
problem.
and a gun.
I don't know, because the next scene, all right, so they get to their payphone, all right? When they get to the payphone, there's a woman using it, and they're like, man, we need this for business. And she's like, go across the street, leave me alone, fuck off. And Zeus is like, get off the phone, bitch, and like hangs up and shit. And he's like,
Oh, I've never.
yeah, he's like, I could get used to this. McLean kind of like, hey, let's get one fucking thing straight, all right? I'm the cop here. Simon calls. Birds of a feather flock together, so do pigs and swine. As nice as their chance as well as I had mine. It's my favorite little bit from Willis here. His response is like, nice. Rhymes. Why was the phone busy? Who were you calling? The psychic hotline. I advise you to take this more seriously. Hey, this is a public phone. What do you want me to say? You can simply say that there was a fat woman on it and it took you a minute to get her off. Oof. Uh-oh. Are they being watched? Now, there's a significant amount of explosive in the trash receptacle next to you. Try to run, and it goes off. We're not going to run, but I got 100 people out here. That's the point. Now, do I have your attention? As I was going to St. Ives, I've been a man with 7 wives. Every wife had 7 sacks. Every sack had 7 cats. Every cat had 7 kittens. Kittens, cats, sacks, and wives. How many were going to St. Ives? My number is... Whoa, wait a minute. I didn't get all that. Say that again. Not a chance. My number is 555 in the answer. Call me in 30 seconds or die. McLean, not a genius at math, starts struggling with the multiplication. Zeus is like, shut up, McLean. I'm good at this. 7 times 7, 241. Is that it? He's like, is that what you got? Yeah. They call him back. Right as the phone starts, nope. Zeus is like, no, it's a trick. It's a trick. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, as the riddle starts, as I was on my way to St. Ives, I met a man. He's like, so who the fuck, or what's he say? Like, so what were the women doing? I don't know. They say, what is it? What does he say? Getting
It's
her
like
fucking...
I think it's I met a man on the way to St. Ives. So, like, all the rest of it is irrelevant.
Yeah, but Zeus has a funny response about, like, what the women were doing, like, sitting on their fucking fat ass or something. He's like, it's just the guy. So what? 1-001-0001. Yeah, so they call him back. Uh-oh. Too late. They freak out. They take cover. We hear Simon just laughing on the phone. Some guy gives Zeus some money. Welcome to New York.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. I didn't say Simon Says. I apologize for not attempting the Jeremy Irons right now, but the whole nasal issue, I feel like when I was practicing prior to the record, I was just shooting phlegm everywhere. So people that are bummed, like, why the hell?
Not my microphone. I mean, knock yourself out, dude.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe as I warm up. All right. All right. He tells them that he left something on the number 3 train. They will have to get to a payphone in Wall Street Station by 10:20, or the train vaporizes. They can use no transport other than civilian. Nobody can evacuate. He says, I will call you in 30 minutes. Zeus says,
Runaway train now come back.
It's impossible. 90 blocks in 30 minutes in New York traffic.
I've done it.
They hijack a taxi. They head to the park. More specifically, they head through the park.
Mm-hmm.
What an incredible sequence.
It's great
pretty good.
stuff.
Taxi
That's what I
cab.
want to do every day.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to hit these people? Well, maybe that mime. Classic 90s joke.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the other side of the park. It's a great fucking ramp. Like they're
It's
just...
not a real mime. They're just filming live wire over there.
Oh, shit. It's an explosive clown, homie.
Mm-hmm. You guys ever seen a real mime out and about?
No.
I've never really been anywhere classy. Too white trash, you know?
Is it a classy thing? You gotta be in a classy area to see a mime?
Mm-hmm.
You ever been to L.A. and went downtown and seen a Bobby?
There's one guy super, super well known for it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I take that back. One time I was coming out of a courthouse after like an arraignment and some paperwork because I told some, like, my friend died and I was trying to claim that I was taking over his business. And then a group of other mimes came out and it was a whole ordeal. So,
yeah, a little monkey came up and dragged you into the sewers or something.
somebody will get it. All right.
I thought it was a Batman Returns reference.
No, it's the first Batman.
Don't they do it in 2? Maybe I'm getting them mixed up. How did they get Christopher Walken down into the sewers? I thought they snatched him from City Hall. Like
He's
he
making
walks
a
out.
speech.
Yeah, they kidnap him at the holiday lighting or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm mashing 1 and 2 together in my mind.
The pen is truly mightier than the sword. All right. Also, it's hard to talk about just like a fucking taxi cab driving through Central Park. Do you guys like that there just happens to be like a ramp-shaped rock?
Hell
sort of
yeah.
GTA style, specifically placed there? Yeah.
And it was the whole inspiration for the game, I think.
Did you guys ever play that Die Hard trilogy on PlayStation? I think it's on the little not a Game Boy thing that Kron gave us.
Really?
It is on there, and I have never played it.
I've only played the second one, which is like a track shooter. Like House of the Dead or whatever style.
Mm-hmm.
I turned mine on the other day, and my wife was playing a Simpsons game. I was like,
The arcade
man.
one?
Yeah, like where Bart is, they can turn you into a frog, and you got to go across the street and shit.
Oh, I think that's a different one. I used to play the arcade one all the time. I can't even remember where, but somewhere in where we grew up had one. And I never realized
Pizza
that
Hut.
because it had the 4 areas, and I never realized that each one of those was a different character. So I just always played as Marge.
You got a type. All right, they get on the...
Marge is OP, though, dude. She's got a vacuum cleaner. Just fucking whack people with that.
I figured you'd be more attracted to her sisters.
Patty and Selma?
Yeah.
Nah.
They smoke all the time.
Marge has got it, dude.
They get on the other side of the park, but traffic still fucking sucks ass. Zeus says, man, we need a fire truck, to follow. This gives McClane an idea. He calls in an officer down call. He knows the hospital and EMT routes well enough that when an ambulance gets deployed, he's able to just pop right in behind it. Sort of like football. Get yourself a blocker and head to the end zone. 18 minutes to go and they're halfway there. McClane hops out. He decides he's going to get on this train. Zeus, you get to the payphone. You get to the station. All right. I fuck up. You got my back, vice versa. In order to get on this train, though, McClane's got to fucking lift up a vent, hop down on top of it. Quick little scene where he almost gets fucking knocked out by a subway light, just gets into the car. While Zeus is waiting, some fucking dipshit gets in. Your light's on. He's going to Wall Street too. He's like, "This not. You don't understand. This isn't a cab. What? You don't like white people?" Zeus is like, "Fuck you."
That's the guy from later in the movie, right? Like, that's the dude who works at the vault.
No,
I don't think so. That was the same guy.
I don't think so.
We see him later in the movie.
I think he's the dude they knock out to get into the vault.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure.
Because I seen the same thing. I was like, that's the dude from the cab.
I think you think all white guys with glasses look the same.
They do.
I think they both had a bow tie on too, at least.
Kron, you got a bow tie on?
No, because I feel like the guy at the bank has a lighter suit. I feel like this guy's got a darker suit.
Yeah, but you can't see it from your vantage point.
Your window?
Yeah.
All right. Zeus, he gets to his location. This guy's like fucking freaked out. It's a cool little insert of him just like frozen scared. Mm-hmm. Zeus hops the fare, gets the attention of a police officer. He tries to get to the phone. What do you know? Somebody on it. The one next to it's fucked up. The guy's like ignoring him. Use the other one, man. Whatever. He's like, seriously, I need this phone. And the cop just fucking standard, just pulls his gun out, starts threatening Zeus, and he's like, I have to answer this phone.
This cop is like day one on the job too. Mm-hmm. He's shaking like crazy.
Let's go over to the train. McClane's going through the cars. I've always enjoyed the scream on the woman when he's like looking up and down and looking underneath one of the seats. There's a chick who thinks he's like trying to look up her skirt. Mm-hmm. She's got a great yell. I'm sorry. One of the cars he notices a police box. It looks a little funny, out of place. He looks at it. He touches it. It's magnetic, so it like slides. He checks, makes sure it's not trapped. He opens it up. Fucking sure enough, it's that bomb. Zeus does end up just picking up the phone. He's like, if you have to shoot me, but I got to get this phone. If you've ever seen The Incredibles, there's a nice reference to this when I'm getting a drink of water. Oh, also, I blew over the Pulp Fiction reference, the smoked cigarettes, Captain Kangaroo, working on a fat suspension. Sorry, Murph.
So Incredibles, is that a Pixar movie?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, it is.
It's interesting.
They made like 6 good movies.
Any movie like what, 4-wheeled characters?
Well, Dash moves so fast, his legs become like little wheels.
Incredible Samuel L. Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
What hasn't the man been in?
Just recently surpassed by what? Zoe Saldana? It's like the highest grossing actor.
Thought that was The Rock.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Zoe Saldana.
Who is that?
She's one of the blue women in
the
Avatar.
BWO?
In Avatar. She's Gamora.
Somebody will get that reference.
Oh, and Guardians of the Galaxy?
Mm-hmm.
She's the most bankable star?
Yeah.
What the fuck else has she been in?
Because she's been in Infinity War, Endgame.
Okay.
Well. Yeah.
Did we get
three
hard
Avatar.
for the Doomsday trailers?
For one of them, yeah. If you're a fucking kid from the 90s, you're pretty fucking stoked.
I don't know what that is.
Didn't even watch it.
Okay.
Is that the next Marvel?
Yeah, they're
the next
failing
Avengers.
miserably, so they got to bring back the Avengers.
Yeah, they're only making like $1.2 billion a year versus the 2 point.
Billionaires shouldn't exist, Bones.
Well, corporations aren't people, as far as I'm concerned.
So it's okay for any corporation to make billions?
As long as they trickle that money down.
Marvel is a corporation.
Mm-hmm. But not a person. I'm not Mitt Romney. All right. McClane clears the end of the train of people, asks him to move to another car. I like hot dog.
I love my wife.
Think he ever has a secret little cup of coffee. He's got it, right?
I don't know if it's a cup of coffee. It's just like, it's like one coffee bean that he's like, he's snoozing.
Yeah. He's had it in his upper lip for 2 days.
Mm-hmm. He's like, if you look closely, he's got that hump like that Leonardo DiCaprio always has, and we never discuss.
Is he still alive?
DiCaprio?
Yeah, he's thriving, dude.
Yeah, he got on the door, dude.
It's probably on Ozempic or something.
Who isn't? The punk rock thing now will be to just get fat.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, just say fuck it.
Yeah. We are the Roman Empire, dude. It's gonna be lavish and cool to be like, I'm a fucking heathen, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a hedonist. I'm fat as shit.
I've
Sit
been
around.
a heathen for years. It hasn't worked out.
Drink and eat all day and just bang all night.
Heathen, atheist,
Yeah, dude.
truth teller,
Who would have thought
comedian.
2026 people are having no sex? It's easy to be skinny now.
Hey, that's not my fault, all right? You know, I've reached out.
Well, I'm pretty sure somebody tried to bang you on New Year's Eve.
I put my hand down the pants. He disappeared at midnight like
then
Cinderella.
you got a tongue in your mouth and you freaked out. Scared of intimacy, this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He barely gets the bomb.
He called me the next day and he was like, I'm sorry, I was too drunk. I was like,
I was throwing all my drinks in a house plant.
To be fair, he calls
It
us
wasn't hard.
every New Year's Day to say, I'm sorry about all of those things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to have a clean start, dude. I'm sorry, Bones and Dan.
Do
I wasn't bothered.
you guys have any New Year's resolutions? I think I ask this every year.
Get fat and smoke cigarettes.
All right. No worries.
Yeah, we're going to be cool. All right, let's blow up this bomb. All right.
All right.
Unfortunately, because Zeus was not only late, but McClane wasn't there. I'm sorry, that's non-compliance Well, it doesn't really matter because the train rolls over the trigger, initiating the bomb. McClane barely gets it through the back window. This thing explodes. Now, Zeus does save the cop that was trying to fucking kill him over a subway fare. Gets him out of the way. Station is fucked. The back of the train, the last car sort of jackknifes, goes through the platform. What the fuck? We see street level. A fucking crater opens up. Smoke billowing up everywhere. Kind of reminds you of, I don't know, something else that happened in New York. Everything kind of settles. Zeus gets up. Who do we hear laughing?
Is that a 9/11 joke?
In silhouette.
Oh, man. That is what I got there, but at first I was like, oh, what happens in Ghostbusters where the earth opens up?
That's exactly what happens right before they go fight Gozer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My Smyrna Man didn't do that.
But also there was the first World Trade Center attack, so.
They reference it in this movie.
Yeah.
By that guy who was in the cab. Same guy, dude.
Different guy. All right.
Karan, did you see any like mud holes or what are they called?
Mud flood?
Mud floods.
Evidence of a mud flood?
Yeah, it's everywhere, dude. Just look for little windows.
I think that's why you're confused. That's why you think it was the same guy. You're looking at mud flood. You're not looking at faces.
It is suspicious that guy has gone completely silent on Instagram.
Have you checked?
Yeah, I think he's gone, dude.
Government killed him,
I
dude.
think he was onto something.
I think he was on something. I think
they fucking killed him.
All right, McClane survives. We get that classic laugh. Beautiful shot of him in silhouette climbing out of this train. We got crews on the scene. We got people in Wall Street looking down, eating popcorn, enjoying the show as EMS, fire response everywhere. Surprisingly, no deaths in this, but McClane doesn't buy it. He's like, nah, he wanted that bomb to go off. McClane and Zeus, they get called over. They're going to go talk to some, I don't know, federal agent looking dudes. These stiffs, they start to show McClane and Zeus some photos. Well, this is after they, like, any strange phone calls? Anybody following you? And they're like, can you fucking, or what's McClane thing? Like, actually, been getting a slight itch between my toes. And they get pissed off. And Cobb kind of comes to his defense. He's like, come on, man. Like, if you want to play ball, give us what you got. They start showing photos. We see some Hungarian dude and some obscure colonel, as they say. A guy named Targo and a guy named Peter Krieg. Peter Krieg. Targo, Hungarian bomb maker. He's working for the Iranians currently. They ask about this girl that's in one of the photos. They say, that's Targo's other half. They think somebody tried to assassinate Targo, and they think they got her. They think she's dead. And then the last guy, they say, an obscure colonel in East German Army. The East German Army. He says they did, some like clandestine like work where English-speaking Germans would sneak in, kind of the thing that they did at Battle of the Bulge. Yeah, I've seen the movie.
What's your guys' favorite Armani Korine movie?
Die Hard 4.
You know he's in Good Will Hunting?
Harmony Korine?
Yeah.
I don't even really know who the guy is. Like, I hear the name and I'm like, have I seen any of his work? Like, he's a mumblecore guy, right?
Never watched The Beach Bum?
Or Spring Breakers. That was at least like popular enough to be in the conversation.
Yeah, I saw Spring Breakers.
The Beach Bum, Martin Lawrence gets eaten by sharks.
Oh, spoiler, man. I would have watched that.
I like Gummo a lot, but it's It was filmed in Nashville, so it's just cool to see, like...
Okay.
Yeah, you showed me one of the guys that was in it.
Trash humpers.
Yeah. I think he's dead now.
Bummer. You were we drove by this place. You're like, yeah, they sell like $900 jeans there. And then you were like, oh yeah, that dude was in Gumbo.
Yeah. I did go see Trash Humpers at a theater out here, and he did an introduction for it. And I don't really remember what he talked about, but as he was, because he walked from like the back of the theater to the front of the screen.
Yeah.
And as he was going down the aisle, he was just going like, like making weird fucking noises for no reason.
It seems like the behavior of somebody named Harmony Korine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Maybe Dan will join us later. Oh, there he is.
Well, I can't even hear him.
Yeah, we can't hear him. We'll power through while he gets his set up.
Fucking piece of shit.
Uh-oh. I think Simon's out for you.
Dan, how much malware are you running on your computer?
I'm so tired of this shit. I can't. Society has broke me. I
do free virus scan XXX every day.
I have a fucking VPN on. I'm technically out of Chicago right now.
Maybe you should turn your VPN off so it's not.
No, I'm out of New York City, actually.
Well, that's why. All right. This guy that's been quiet in the back of the van, he says, does the name Gruber mean anything to you, Lieutenant? Oh, shit. We get a flash to Hans falling off Nakatomi at the end of the first one. One of the all-time villain deaths, right?
Pretty sweet.
Yeah. It's got to be, top 5.
Yeah. Fucking...
what are your other top...
I don't know.
Even Cameron recently. Yeah, I'd have to think about it, too.
Villain deaths?
When they blow up Jaws.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty memorable.
I guess I've never thought about this.
Well, that's what... You're mad at me for not having an answer?
That's just something that's never crossed my mind to be like, oh, what's the top 5 of those?
How fucking dare you? Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a different podcast.
When the Black Roses all burn alive on stage.
Is that 2?
He doesn't die, but Biff getting covered in shit's pretty good.
I can't even tell you how Black Roses starts.
All right, so we open on...
Don't we open up with a concert with people losing their mind?
Yeah, you open up on a concert, and there's a guy at a door, and he starts freaking out, and then everybody's all ghouled inside there. And then that fades to black, and that's when the Lamborghinis drive really slow down the street.
All right. He says Peter Krieg was born Simon Peter Gruber. He's Hans Gruber's brother. Oh, shit. Simon calls. Now, who from the FBI is in the van? Now, this is where the
Clarice.
Simon tells him that he has placed 2,400 pounds of explosives in one of the 1,446 schools in the New York area, and he will detonate it at 3 p.m.
Clarice Starling, special investigator.
Quid pro quo, doctor. All right. McClane, he has more fun ahead of him, though, and... on this...
What do you know about these liquids? Not the one on my eye.
Germans
Why don't they just dismiss
passive.
the schools?
They can't.
They can't.
They'll blow up the school.
How is he...
He's only got to watch the one that he's going to blow up.
I feel like the cops give this guy too much credit. This is the whole Dark Knight Rises thing. Every cop is in the caves. Like, it's like, oh,
this is far from Dark Knight Rises bad.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying the attention that it gets is a lot.
I mean,
he's already set up 2 bombs, dude.
Yeah, if there's a guy blowing up more and more places in the city, it's going to get some fucking eyes on it.
This is also the 90s when people cared. Like, now people would be like, ugh, as long as like my Wi-Fi still works, who cares?
I seen the one the other day of like the car smashed into the convenience store, and the lady's like, "Can I get like a pack of Newports, like real quick?" They're like, "No."
All right. Yeah, he's got a more scavenger hunt basically for him, and he says maybe on the way you'll figure out which school. Now, Cobb starts going to work coordinating the search. The feds are going to cooperate. John and Zeus, they set off for their next location. It's 20 minutes. Simon tells them to go by foot, no rush. Simon also tells the cops not to use their radios. He says, unfortunately, it may interfere with the signal of the bomb. All communication will now have to go through the switchboards. We see a bird's eye view of all this scramble, of all these cops and departments taking off to go up.
They do the work.
Up on this rooftop. We see somebody watching. They bought it. You can begin. Is this Simon? He starts looking around. Hook, line, and sinker. Goddamn if we don't see a convoy of dump trucks approach. The cops all deployed. They start turning in their radios. We cut over to the 911 switchboards, and a very frumpy lieutenant manning this thing. This guy looked like he was about to explode. Those dockers are hanging on. And there's a operator. She's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And he says, "They're shutting down the police board. All calls will be coming through the switchboard." And she says, "And I'm going to marry Donald Trump."
Bite your tongue, ma'am. You don't know how it's going to end up.
I wonder what she thinks today of that. She's like, I was acting. But they did the work here. I like how they show her, and then we'll get her later on. You know,
there's a fine line of showing to add depth about the impact throughout the world, and this movie does that really well. Like the cutaways to the people eating popcorn and talking about like there must be like 17 fire trucks down there or whatever. When you can go too far, and when they become a character, and then they become unsatisfying when there's no real resolution to them, you know? To bring it back to my one battle after another problems. Did you ever get around to that, Kron?
Yeah, I watched it.
Mostly positive, I believe.
That was pretty good. I mean, had a fun time. I guess I think Dan kind of said he liked Eddington better and thought they dealt in the same kind of subject area. I think I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Did you see Marty Supreme yet?
No, I do want to watch that one though. I like what the Safdies do, and it, you know, now that they've split, it seems like everyone's decided who the better brother is in the arrangement. So
I'm glad like your heart can take it, man. I can't. Mm-mm.
You should watch Uncut Gems though. That movie's pretty fucking fun, dude.
All right, we go back to Ricky. Remember, this cop that plays his lottery numbers. Also, I believe that this actor, he must be a McTiernan guy, because I think he's also one of the uniformed cops in Die Hard 1. He's down on the scene with Reginald VelJohnson.
So you could pull that, but not the guy from earlier.
That ability is what allows me to tell you that those are two different guys. The cab fare and the bank manager. All right. He's dealing with the press around the explosion site. The press are like, "What? Why is everybody getting the fuck out of here? What's going on?" He says, "It's coming up on shift change. The bean counters are concerned. Everybody's going to," they're like, "Fuck you." And he's like, "Thank you." Or no, she says, "You're so full of shit. Thank you." And then all of a sudden, he almost gets ran over by a bunch of these dump trucks. And he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." And who walks up? Bob Thompson, City Engineer's office. Wow, you guys really got here fast. Well, it's Wall Street, sir. A lot of money here. A lot of opinion makers. The mayor doesn't want to piss off, you know.
All
Simon.
the other...
What the hell? Go ahead.
All the other crew, though, is like, we're here to pick up the trash.
Yeah.
Like, they're all fucking...
Yeah, there's one particular goon I'm going to call out later that I've always loved. But yeah, man, fucking Simon's pulling a fast one on Ricky here. They walk up to the crater. Holy Toledo. Somebody had fun. Simon asks Ricky to show his associates on the way down. And he's like, yeah, no problem. And he calls some uniforms to go down with him. Now, Simon, he instead veers off, and he meets up with some other guys, and they head inside of another building. Please inform Mr. Little that Mr. Vanderfluke is here. Oh, shit. This guy's a master of fucking accents, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky starts showing the guys the damage. Kron, like you mentioned, he's like, this is all fucking chaos. You remember that fucking World Trade, how crazy that was. As they get a little bit further down into the crater, boom. They get popped. They kill him and two of the cops that are tagging along. And then there's some goons that are already like uniformed up as cops. They dip in. And then there's a guy named Otto who is the one that shot Ricky. And somebody was like, no guns. And Otto's like, he doesn't fucking speak English. And it's kind of a subtle thing. But in this, the guy mentions like, oh, Otto's one of Targo's goons. So there might be a little split inside of this big gang. Just remember that. We see Otto pick up Ricky's badge. Puts it on all fucking proud and cool. We see John and Zeus run into their target. John fills Zeus in on what happened at the end of Die Hard 1. Yeah, this guy's pissed off at me. I killed his brother out in Nakatomi.
Do you think it would have been better in the movie if he was... Like, they could have mentioned it, and then Sam Jackson was like, the Nakatomi thing. Like, I feel like in the world of Die Hard, it should be like a... Like, that made national news, you know?
Yeah. But I also... If it was Die Hard 2, that's one thing. Like, the reporter in Die Hard 2 who's like, I fucking know you. I know, like, you John McClane, you're the guy from that thing. Like, those people, I would get it. This is, 7 years from then? So, yeah. I kind of get... And just as, like, a refresher, you know, to the 13-year-old kids that haven't absorbed Die Hard quite like I had.
Yeah, or they couldn't sneak into the theater that day or something.
What was
but they are here for 3.
What was the other movie we covered that was, like, in the Die Hard world?
Oh yeah, it was
Ricochet.
Like that reporter at the end.
Oh, okay,
Ricochet.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the reporter is in there. That's right.
That's another issue with Die Hard 2 is having the fucking weasel reporter on the plane. It's too much. It's too... I don't know. We're not here to bitch about Die Hard 2. We're here to talk about how fucking awesome Die Hard with a Vengeance is.
We don't need to know what she's doing on the plane. Like,
let's cut back over to Simon in this building, and we meet Mr. Little, who is in fact he did not arrive at work via a very scary taxi ride.
Okay. Jury's out. Weigh in, listener.
Great. Is this going to be my fucking Scream 2?
Join the Discord and tell us what you think.
Somebody scour fucking IMDb and they'll be like scared taxi rider and Mr. Little.
I just spent 2 minutes looking for Ricky, and I can't even find him on there.
Did you look under Richard?
Fuck.
All right. Mr. Little introduces himself to Simon. So when they entered this building, there was some sort of alarm that was just going off. And Mr. Little mentions, like, I don't know if you know this, but there's some sort of explosion in the subway, and it's playing havoc on our alarms. All right? So, sorry.
He's giving away way too much information.
Yeah, he mentions, but we've got engineers here right now. We've got techs that are turning the whole thing off. Like, heavens to Betsy, if anyone knew. Simon's goons, they kill the guards as they walk away. And he goes, I thought this was just a currency exchange. I think we'll move on to the withdrawal. Uh-oh. Now let's cut over to Little Miss Tryhard. This fucking lady.
Little Miss Tryhard and Die Hard.
Yeah. All right. We got this Little Miss 90s badass walking down into this crater, cigarette hanging off of her lips. We're supposed to believe that she can fucking manhandle this jackhammer. She starts showing where these machines to go. Yeah, it's you can see the cart, like the wooden wall that they built, just go nuts. It's a terrible insert, but I love it. All right. Yeah, so it's pretty obvious. This crew, they're cutting into something from this crater. And after Simon and his goons took out Mr. Little and his guards, it's revealed, holy shit, we're at the Federal Reserve Bank. Machinery has pierced the walls of the vaults. Guards on the inside, they're getting tricked by the alarm specialists, who were also Simon's men. There's one last guard. He's losing his shit. He's unloading his shotgun as Simon and the guys are coming down the hallway. He, like, calls for backup. And he's like, fucking always makes me laugh. Like, I'm under attack. And you hear, like, a German voice just being like, be cool. Maybe you'll survive. Or maybe you'll live through this. This freaks him out more. He unloads a shotgun. But what he doesn't see is a Little Miss Tryhard come up behind him with a cool...
Like a little tiny sickle.
Yeah.
Where is she even, like, putting that thing?
She hits, like, gut and jugular or something, because there's a massive blood spray. She is covered in blood. And Simon has to catch her arm. I think he's dead, my dear.
She's supposed to be mute, I guess.
Fine by me.
That was supposed to be, like, her character, I guess.
Okay. It's a little...
Well, this is it. Like, she goes, no, we got one other scene that they kind of added in when they knew they weren't going to get the X rating or whatever. But that's it.
You think Charles Bronson was jealous when he saw that someone got to play completely mute in a movie?
Damn.
You can do that?
He's been trying his whole life.
They lied to
me.
He fucking, like, I wonder if he was old enough, like, did he live long enough to see them, like, redo E.T.? Do you think he, like, called his agent and was like, I want them to use computers. Take all my words out. Give me the E.T. gun. All right. Simon walks through the vault. His men inform him that fucking everything is secure, baby. Hook, line, and sinker. Little bobcats come in. They start stealing that gold. $140 billion. 10 times what's in Kentucky. Fort Knox. It's for tourists. And guys, pee break. That's for podcasters. All right, let's get back to it. John and Zeus, they barely make the phone call.
All right, so I sent the guys the photo evidence while we were on break. Bones is right, it's not the same guy.
Yeah, let's break this down. We've got different ties, different glasses, different hair.
Slightly less balding.
Yeah. Little has...
That's close enough.
I mean, yeah, they are dopey white guys. Little has like turtle energy, like Southern gentleman turtle energy, Mitch McConnell-esque.
Yeah.
And then the cab fare, he kind of looks like... he's got like some James Spader in the face.
A little bit. I can see that. They should have made him the same guy, though. That would have been fun.
But there is a point where it like lingers on a guy. And
Well,
you're like,
it lingers on the guy in the cab when he's like,
well, like later on though.
I thought it was
Like,
those.
Are you...
Because I thought the same thing. I'm like, oh, that was the guy in the cab, I guess.
Now, there is the guy later on that's like, can you get my wife on the phone in a meeting? Like when they...
Yeah.
There's like a radio. We might have to...
Maybe it's that dude.
Okay, I'll see if I can find him.
Yeah.
Because like I said, there is a spot where it lingers on a guy and you're like,
I've never made...
oh, was that the fucking cab dude?
Yeah, I've never made that connection. It could... That one, I'm not so sure about. You gonna look that up?
Yeah, I'll see if I can
Scrub
find
through
it.
the movie. It'll be... later in the movie, Simon's on the boat doing the phone call. No.
It's whenever he lets it slip.
He's in the
that there's-
truck. Yeah, he calls the radio show. All right. Let's get to one of the most memorable parts of this movie. John and Zeus, they're at a park. They answer the phone. Simon says, what has 4 legs and is always ready to travel? Zeus says, come on, man, don't you have
Frog.
kids? It's an elephant.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think that's right for... How does that make sense?
What?
Has 4 legs and is always ready to travel?
Because it has a trunk.
You fucking idiot, dude. You got a college degree? Go turn it in, dude.
I looked the joke up. I looked up the riddle. And let me tell you, elephant is not one of the answers given for that riddle. Most common, it said bed.
Bed. It says
Yeah.
animal.
What has 4 legs and is always ready to travel?
Why would a bed... What?
Because it takes you to Dreamland or some shit. I don't know, dude. I'm just telling you, I looked up the joke.
You sound...
They
You
gave you
sound
the
like
answer.
Simon Says.
They gave you the answer to the riddle, and you still looked it up like you were.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
That's not
wrong.
true.
Yeah.
Fuck this movie.
All right. At the park, there's a fountain with the little elephant sculpture on it. Sure enough, we got a briefcase. They argue about picking it up. McClane's like, fuck it. He gets it. Or when are you going to start helping? Like, after you get the bomb, Zeus says. Don't open it. I got to open it. McClane opens it. I am a bomb. You have just armed me. Shit. I told you not to open it.
It's pretty good.
On the recording, Simon says, behind you are 2 barrels, 2 jugs, a 3-gallon jug and a 5-gallon jug. Fill 1 jug up with exactly 4 gallons of water and set it on the scale. And that will disarm the bomb. Do you
Now,
know?
Kron, this is not the one you looked up?
No, I got this one right away. Nah, I was still Googling the other one. I wasn't even paying attention to this water bucket one.
Okay. So I believe I know of 2 ways to do this one. They argue back and forth. They are finally successful. I mean, McClane is like very haphazard with it. I got it. We'll fill up the 3-gallon. Exactly. And then we fill it up just like a third. And he's like, no, Zeus is like, no, man, it's got to be fucking exact. And they go back and forth. And finally, they figure it out. They get 4 gallons just in time, disarmed. Simon calls to congratulate them. He says, this is becoming a very ugly habit. They ask for the location of the bomb. He says, you got 2 hours and 47 minutes. Plenty of time. He says, underneath the bomb, there'll be an envelope that'll guide you. And then he says, and on your way, try to figure out what is 21 of 42. Envelope has tickets to Yankee Stadium. They go back and forth with 21, like, how many members on the ball league? What does that mean? You know. Mm-hmm. They try to leave. Zeus says, hey, man, like, what are we going to do with that bomb? McClane's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, some kid. He's like, yeah, you're right. You should pick it up. As he's picking it up, they hear some kids across the street jacking some chips from a bodega. McClane stops him. Kid's like, hey, fuck, dickhead. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you want to go to juvie over some Butterfingers? And the kid says, what are you talking about? All the cops are into something. It's Christmas. You could steal City Hall. Oh, that classic Die Hard music. Great little fucking whip around. Uh-oh.
Christmas.
Die Hard, this is Die Hard. This is Die Hard. That one?
Yeah. They steal these kids' bikes. They take off. McClane leads Zeus to Wall Street. He says, what does Wall Street have none of? Fucking schools. What do they got shitloads of? Looks across the street, Federal Reserve Bank. He starts heading into the bank. He tells Zeus to take the bomb over to some uniformed cops. Uniformed cops, they're actually fucking Simon's men. One of them's on the phone with him. McClane is here. The black man is walking towards me. He's like, he's riding in a truck with Targo and Tryhard, and he's like, just fucking let him go. And Targo's like, quit fucking toying with him, man. Like, fucking kill him, end it. And Simon says, all right, I'll talk to the guards. We'll have McClane taken out. So let's cut over to McClane. Or there's also a funny part here, like a mirrored part where one of Simon's goons doesn't want to put the bomb, like, ride with it. And the other guy's like, come on, man, some kid can find it, you know? All right. McClane walks in. This is what you fucking watch Die Hard for, is Bruce Willis getting progressively more injured and dirty throughout the movie. He looks ridiculous walking into this bank trying to button his shirt up.
Yeah, but you're like, this is going to be good.
Yeah, it's awesome. And the guards are like, are you all right? He's like, yeah, laundry day. Anything weird going on around here? I mean, aside from, obvious fucking explosion and shit. He's like, yeah, there's been cops in and out all day. Like, we're getting ready to do a route downstairs. Do you want to tag along? He's like, yeah. Walking towards the elevator. I think the German guy also gives it away here because he says, like,
lift.
He says lift and then raining dogs and cats. Like, it might, yeah, he's backwards with it. And then we got a Winter Soldier-esque group in this elevator. It's like McClane surrounded by 4 or 5 guys.
There's also that part where he orders 3 beers with his thumb out.
Yes.
I don't get it. Zwei?
Yeah.
Ein.
This guy going on about, like, I keep telling myself I'm going to take the stairs for the exercise, but a day so hot like this, I always end up taking the lift. McClane doesn't like the look of these guys. He's looking around. What's he spot? He spots a badge. He spots a badge number 6991. Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
You guys know what the lottery numbers were last night? Huh? You guys play lottery? My wife plays. Plays same 2 numbers. Babe, why you always play? Well, those are my lucky. Boom, boom, boom. Shoots a bunch of dudes. Great shot of him, like, gun up against Otto, Otto's got his gun up against his chest. McClane's got one guy in the back. You know, that great, like, side look that fucking Willis gets. Like, drop it, motherfucker. It's awesome. Zeus makes his way down into the open vault like, what? Hello? McClane fucking somersaults out of the lift. Zeus asks him if he's all right. The classic, it's not my blood. It's obvious now, man. All this shit was a ruse, a robbery. They see Ricky's body. Zeus picks up a gold bar. God damn, this shit is heavy. Yeah, you'd almost need a dump truck.
25 pounds. That's how much a gold bar weighs.
You looked that up while Kron was still scratching his head about
Elephants.
elephant riddles.
Yeah. It's like, am I a fucking Republican? Or what?
They steal a Yugo. Zeus uses the gold bar to break the window. Just starts it with a knife. Like, yeah, I can hotwire it. Trouble is, it takes too damn long.
I think this is where Mission Impossible got little cars.
We don't talk about that one.
I feel like he saw it and he was like, that's fun. It's fun. It's fun when the hero drives a tiny little car.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the last two Mission Impossible movies are basically Tomorrow Never Dies and Die Hard with a Vengeance. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually one of the scenes I like in that Mission Impossible movie.
The little car chase is fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
And then
everything else,
he's about to get like hit by a train, and he's like cuffed to the steering wheel.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah,
because in the pickpocket, she runs out.
Yeah, she picks out of the cuffs.
Mm-hmm.
But that whole trade-off, like, no, I'll drive, you drive, like in Tomorrow Never Dies on a motorcycle. Pierce and Michelle Yeoh, like, they keep having to flip around so they could maneuver the bike. Who cares? Anyway, they take off. They spot the convoy of dump trucks. It's heading down the FDR. They need a new phone because the phone that Cobb gave McClane before he took off, it got shot, like fucked up in the elevator fight. And
Kron, is this the guy in the cab?
No, I don't think so. I can't look up another balding man with glasses. We have to let it go.
McTiernan has a thing. Like, just put that bald guy with glasses in, I guess.
So they're pushing the Yugo to its limits. McClane's like, can't this thing go any fucking faster? He's like, it's built for efficiency, not speed. They get cut off by some chick. They're like, who the fuck do you think you are, lady? Hillary Clinton? That's it. Who's the next president? And he's like, oh, that's it, the president. And he was like, oh, no, Hillary Clinton would be 43. He's like, no, who's the 21st? Neither of them know. Again, being annoyed by the speed of the Yugo, as they're driving by, they notice, like, is it a Benz?
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
Some fucking Wall Street type talking on a phone. McClane just grabs the wheel, fucking smashes into it. They steal that car. They're like, this is much better. Zeus says, man, he's going to be pissed. He's like, well, not until he looks in the back seat. Fuck, that was my gold bar.
Mm-hmm.
You knew they weren't going to let you keep it.
Yeah. All right.
And she wasn't 45. Spoiler alert.
Nope.
Thanks for that.
All right.
It's all her fault.
McClane's got a phone. Well, yeah.
Well, that's the year they buried Bernie, so.
Yep.
That is true.
It's kind of the Democrats' fault,
Yeah.
kind of the Republicans' fault.
Damn it.
I'm mad at all of you about it.
Can't be mad at me. Still got my sign right there, buddy. Got to hide it from my dad. All right. Where we at? All right. He's got a phone now. He calls Cobb. He reports.
Tell him to suck an egg, dude. Doesn't control
No, he
you now.
very specifically told me I could never say that. Cobb is spread thin, man. He's like, what's going on? He does try to get somebody to try to shut down the FDR for trucks. Connie's like, they don't even allow trucks on the FDR. He's like, I know, but McLean's on to something. Now, while
That
all
is a
this
true New York thing. They don't allow trucks on the FDR.
While all this has been going on, the cops have been searching every school. Limited amount of time, each place. Cobb's really, like I said, spread thin. We see Simon and Targo. They're getting stressed because a guy named Carl hasn't checked in. Carl was one of the phony guards at the Fed Reserve. They ask if there's guys at the stadium still waiting. If you remember, that's where the envelope led them, or they were supposed to go. So Simon decides to start spreading some panic. He calls in a bomb threat, or reports the bomb threat via a radio station. We see the public start to panic. Future Miss Trump, she yells that half the city just called 911. So before, he was able to limit the cops by basically telling them you can't use your radios to communicate. And now they can't even use the phones to communicate. Bye, Dan. McLean spots
turn your VPN off, dude. What are you doing? What are you torrenting?
Every time you drop in and out, I got to move the screens.
Oh, fucking goddamn piece of shit.
They spot a dump truck.
Are you watching porn at the same time that we're recording this? What are you doing?
Did it again.
Are you running a program to identify all the bald, glassed eyeglass wearing men, and he's frozen again?
Yeah.
All right. God damn it.
Back, baby. I'm back.
All right. They pull over a dump truck, but it's not one of the thieves. It's just a nice guy named Jerry. He's like, where the fuck are you going? He's like, the pipeline, man. Like, that's what I'm working for. This massive pipeline project. He has him take him to the site. They talk to the foreman. He's like, hey, man, did you see a bunch of trucks come through here? And the foreman's like, I'm going to kick some butt, man. Those guys aren't paying attention to work orders. They went down the wrong fucking tunnel. McLean tells Zeus, hey, you go to the stadium. You go see what's going on. I'm going to hop in with Jerry. We're going to go try to track down and see what's going on in this pipeline. Nice conversation here with Jerry, like this cutaway of him just like talking about how like the infrastructure and all this shit. McLean just hung over and like, oh yeah, cool. All right.
Do you like this part of the movie?
Me?
I feel like it loses something breaking them up to do separate. Like a lot of the juice was those two guys like bouncing off each other.
It kind of, yeah, I agree with you, Kron. This part is kind of, it's still pretty good though, like the outcome of it with like the flood and shit that we're about to do. But yeah, I agree there. It loses it just a little bit here.
That's never bothered me. I do sort of appreciate that they split up for a little bit.
All right.
Because you have to get those guys following Zeus for this other, like, for the puzzle to connect.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Driving down the pipeline, they come across a truck. Jerry's pissed off. Like, what a hell of a place to break down. But McLean's onto something. He asks for his hard hat, his flannel. He walks up, fucking just smokes these dudes. Notices a bunch of quarters, checks their wallets. Jerry's like, holy shit, is that guy dead? He's like, yeah. Hey, do me a favor, get a hold of a guy named Walter Cobb. Ask him to find out who the 21st president is. Jerry's like, Chester A. Arthur. What? He's like, Chester A. Arthur. He's the 21st president. Did you know he was the head of customs right here in New York? No? Didn't know that, Jerry. Thank you.
I do like the Jerry character.
Yeah, Jerry's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's who they should have brought back for Die Hard 4, dude. McClane and Jerry
not
got a
Justin
team
Long.
up?
Yeah. I liked it. Yeah, he's like in the background later. Like he's in the car with them when they're like getting, I don't know. That was just a funny thing to me. Like he didn't need to be in the car riding them with them to the school. But I guess if it's fucking chaos, we'll get to that.
Well, he's got all the president knowledge. Like there
fair
could
enough.
be another riddle that.
Oh, Jerry be crushing these riddles, dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yankee Stadium. Yeah, Uda 9. There's a sniper. Got fucking Zeus in his sights. But the other spotter's like, oh, we don't have the call. Like, McClane's not here. We can't do it. So what? I'm not sure what he picks up. It's like some little box, but on the bottom of it, it says like game over. Zeus
I think it's like a old little toy where you would try to get a little metal ball into the.
Oh, one of those little holes.
Yeah.
Like you go first base, second base, third base.
Yeah.
Fair enough. It just looked like it would hold like coasters.
Yeah, but I think that makes sense for why it says game over on the bottom.
Yeah.
Because it's a little game.
Well, also they're playing a game. They're about to be shot too.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
works on
layered.
a lot of
It's
levels.
layered, man.
It makes
all about the game.
Makes a hell of a lot more sense than that elephant riddle.
All right. We see, so Zeus bolts. They decide to follow him. They being the German snipers. Cobb and Joe, they're dealing with the panic, the fallout of this information. Jerry shows up to report what he knows to Cobb. The cops now know to focus their search on Chester A. Arthur Public School. Simon can't get a hold of the rear truck. He starts calling on the radio. Nils. Classic McClane on the radio. Nils is dead, fuckhead.
I mean, that truck has like multiple billions worth of gold in the back of it, right?
Well, that's what he tells him. He's like, in the back, the truck you're carrying has like $13 billion in it. And he's like, nah, why don't you just come down here so I can drive this truck up your ass?
I'd be like, deal, I'm driving it the other way.
Yeah. Done.
Later. I don't care anymore.
Targo's fucking mad. They get outside of the pipeline. And
I don't even want to tell you what fraction of 13 billion I would have left with.
Simon's flustered. Targo's like, I told you you should have fucking killed him.
$3,200.
Simon
You got a deal.
Simon notices that bomb from the elephant. He's like, fuck it, blow the dam. Drown him. McClane, he is held up because of St. Louis. You can't spell steel without STL. Any sort of road work takes fucking forever for them to patch. Steel plates fucking everywhere. So whatever like little ditch or cutout that they needed to drive over, there were these two huge ass steel plates. One of them got knocked loose. McClane can't get it lifted to get his truck through. He starts to hear something. He focuses. Sure enough. It's a whole fucking rush of water, baby. He gets in the truck. Pretty quick ass sweet maneuver to back up, get spun around. But he cannot outrun this water with the truck. He climbs up on top. The water's just pushing him forward. He gets on top of the truck. It looks a little goofy now in hindsight. Him surfing on the top of this truck, like the rear projection and compositing that they try to do. But he grabs a hold of one of the vents. Popped up.
Luckily, it's not too long of like it's not like Kurt Russell in Escape from L.A.
That's right. Yeah, like this, him and Peter Fonda or Henry Fonda's surf scene. He goes flying up this pipe. This is where the editing really starts to like It's still effective, but it's very jarring in comparison to the first half of the film. And everything is just super fast. He goes flying like 30 feet into the air, lands in a puddle. While he's in the air, Zeus just happens to be driving by, notices McClane flying up. You got a hell of a way of flagging somebody down. Did you go to the stadium? Yeah, there was nothing there. They immediately start getting shot at by those snipers that were following him. He jumps in the Benz. They take off. We'll come back to them. Let's go back to the cops. Chester A. Arthur, they finally found the bomb. It was hidden in a refrigerator that had been delivered. They start getting everybody ready. Now, back on the highway, McClane and Zeus, they're in a firefight. McClane tells Zeus what school it is, Chester A. Arthur. Holy shit. That's where Zeus's nephews go. We cut over to them. Now, all the kids had been corralled into the assembly area by the principal and the staff. There's some back and forth about, like, we got to evacuate. Nope. He's going to blow the bomb if we try to evacuate. Plus, McClane still has time. Maybe they'll get the code.
Thank God those kids weren't played by balding white men, because they could have just thrown any two guys in there.
Right.
He tried, but now we need kids.
Now, our buddy Joe, he's pretending to be a fire chief in front of all these kids, and he starts talking about, like, we're going to do like a little fire drill. I need you guys to line up. We go over to Zeus's nephews, and they're like, that guy ain't no fire chief. Oh, man, Tony sold us out. They start thinking that this is all a ruse to bust them over the fucking boombox. They decide, nah, we're going to sneak out. We're going to go play some poker. Let's go back to the highway. McClane starts taking over driving duties. He can't get a clear shot on these guys behind him, so he pulls a cool trick where he has Zeus pull out the fuse for the ABS, hits the brake, cool spin. Bruce Willis got famous because he holds a gun so fucking well, man. Him shooting out the window, fucking takes both these guys out. They careen. Their truck crashes. Zeus is like a little bothered by like the dead guys. Like he's like not into it. McClane pulls one guy out, starts checking him. He sees like another batch of quarters. He's like 10 quarters, exactly 10 quarters. The last guy I fucking killed had 10 quarters. Zeus says, well, maybe they're making long distance phone calls. He says, no, it's the toll for the bridge. They head for the bridge. They spot that the trucks, they've already been loaded onto a big cargo ship, and it's coming underneath them. Well, Zeus is like, this is personal now, right? With his nephews. Mm-hmm. We can do it. We can jump. What the fuck are you talking about, McClane? I love like the face Samuel L. Jackson. He's like, I can do it. He's like, no, fuck that. Awesome scene where they pull the winch off the truck. Mm-hmm. And they use the hook off the winch, like dangling the cable. They catch the crane, and then they slide down. Well, they've got a limited amount of time. There are guards, but also there's a limited amount of length of winch wire. As the boat gets further away, the truck gets pulled. I mean, I love that also, like, the guard on the bridge doesn't hesitate to just fucking collapse. The truck goes right through it. There's no like tease. It's just bam.
Yeah, they really pulled it off of the bridge.
That's awesome. Well, they're still on the fucking wire when this thing falls, and they go Tarzan swinging. They go slamming into this crane. Great little addition of one of the guards getting fucking ghost shipped by the cable.
Yep.
They grab the crane. They fall down. Great little scene of them like, all right, you get his legs, I'll get his arms. And they start walking next to each other to just like, it's a great effect. It's off camera, but you know that, oh, this guy just got sliced in half. All right. Here's the other thing. Who looks better bleeding than Bruce Willis? The fucking blood coming down his shoulder and his arm.
Uh-huh.
I want to be cut and bleeding right now.
He's looking pretty crazy this part of the movie.
Yeah.
Like his whole left side is just a big blood smear.
All right, we're going to cut over to Targo. He's down in the hold. He gets told by one of his goons, he's like, hey, I think you should look at this. Turns out, all the containers that he thought were full of gold, they're instead full of some sort of scrap. He goes to investigate. All right, we're back on the boat, or at the top of the boat. McClane and Zeus, they split up. Zeus takes the automatic rifle. He starts sneaking around the ship. I love this shot. I love the goofiness at which Samuel L. Jackson is trying to move like crouched and tactically, bouncing around. Doesn't take long. He goes to the bridge. He finds Simon enjoying a hard-boiled egg. Unfortunately, he left the safety on. Simon just takes the gun away from him, turns it on, shoots him in the leg.
There's like a whole part two before this where like Willis hands him the gun and he's like, you know how this, or he's like, I don't know how it works. And he's like, you just pull this and then you shoot. Like they didn't go over. You got to flip the safety off. So
he's like, that's it. He's like, yep, that's it.
All right. McClane's down in the hold. He comes across a guy who says like, Nishaitzen or something. He's like, I didn't catch that shit, before he fucking shoots him. And then Targo's like, he said, don't shoot. He fucking kicks his ass. Let's cut back over to the kids. They start the evacuation run. Zeus's nephews, they were up in one of the classrooms playing poker. Now they're confused because they look out the window and they see the rest of their schoolmates running out into the street. They start freaking out. Joe and Connie, they look up, they see it. Janitor throws them the keys. They take off to go get the kids. They're afraid that this thing's going to pop. Charlie, our bomb tech, he's been trying to disarm this thing. Can't do it. He's got fucking baby powder all over his hands trying to get grip.
Couldn't you just grab one of the cylinders? Like they're not, it's not a bomb until they mix together.
He pokes a hole in it, like
fucking Donkey Kong, just pull out the barrel.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he pokes a hole in it at the beginning. Why can't he just empty out one of them? I don't know.
Just grab it, power lift it over your head, throw it out of a window.
Yeah, Charlie. All right. So Cobb tells him on the radio, like, there's still some kids, man. He's like, all right, fuck. No guts, no glory. He decides to try to stay and disarm the bomb. Targo and John still going at it. Now, Targo is fucking beating up John, throwing him around. This fight is a little fast because when we cut back to it, Targo had thrown John into like a tensioner for a cable or a chain holding down one of these containers. And John's smart enough to just release that thing. Targo gets flipped up. When we cut back to him, he's just beating the shit out of Targo with a chain. Is this where he's like, did you ever watch Addams Family? Had a big motherfucker on there called Lurch. Yeah. Fucking great. All right. All right. He takes off. He heads up to the bridge. He doesn't see anybody. What he does see is outside the window, a crane of the ship lifting up a giant bomb. Oh, fuck. We cut over to Charlie. He's trying to disarm the bomb, but it starts to leak. He's got shit all over his face. Pancake syrup? John falls defeated. Simon says hello. There was never any bomb in a school. Simon says, I'm not a monster. I just work for monsters. He admits that the bomb is on the ship, and he calls the Coast Guard. And great exchange here where John's like, you know, your brother was an asshole. Simon's like, he was. Yeah, he was an asshole. Simon plays a message for the Coast Guard to record. It's some like bullshit about restoring economic balance. Like, for too long, the West has fucked up the East. And, you know, you as the viewer, you already kind of, at this point, you've pieced it together, and they've told you. But then also, you know that there's a switch that even his guys don't know about. So it's like a second layer to the Gruber element, which is awesome. We see McClane and Zeus. They've been chained to the bomb, which gets lowered into the hull. Simon admits, like, or Zeus is even like, why are you doing all this shit, man? You even said it yourself. You didn't like your brother. It's like, there's a difference between not liking one's brother and then being pissed off when some Irish flatfoot kills him, you know? He's going to leave him. McClane asks for some aspirin. He's had a fucking bad headache all day. Ha! Your lucky day. Keeps the bottle. He gets to their little getaway boat. But who's there waiting with a bunch of scrap? It's all fucking Targo, dude. You've betrayed us. Little Miss Tryhard, she pulls out a gun. She goes to pull it on Simon, but back at Targo instead. Oh, man.
Oh, I thought Wayne Knight popped up in the movie for a second.
Uh-oh. Targo's lady's been sleeping around. McClane tells Zeus that this was all bullshit. He says, there's no gold on this ship, man. I know the family. He asks if Zeus is able to pick the lock. And he's like, yeah, if I had something to do it with. He's like, how about a splinter from one of those cables? He's like, yeah, that might do it. It's so fucking cool. McClane, like, biting a splinter and pulling it out of his shoulder. He spits it down into Zeus's hand. He starts to pick it. McClane admits that he's like, hey, man, I got to apologize. I lied about that bomb in Harlem. It was actually in Chinatown. But that was the only way I could get you to come with me. He's like, yeah, you're right. That shit is fucked up. He also admits that he hasn't talked to his wife in almost a year. So she's very stubborn. Zeus just laughs.
So lucky.
Yeah. Zeus just laughs while John's getting pissed. Like, stop it, man. He does get John free, but goddamn it, he drops the pick. The bomb is now armed. John's like scrambling to try to find that splinter. Zeus, not a coward. He says, there's no time, man. You gotta go. But John won't leave him. He uses that little trick that Charlie showed him, mixing a little bit of the chemicals together on like the end of this pike, pops the handcuffs off. They make it out. They jump off the ship just as it explodes.
Samuel L. sells that to a T, man. It burns, it burns.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the Die Hard Christmassy music as they're like coming up in the water? It's like just enough to work, right?
I think it's kind of like you were saying. It's enough to call back to the first movie to be like, this is Die Hard.
Yeah. They use that one. They use that stinger when the kids like You Could Steal City Hall. Like there's just enough in the score. And then like the score in like the taxi cab scene through the park is like, it's different enough. It's like more peppy. It's like summery, you know? All right. Zeus and McClane, they're getting some medical attention. McClane's telling Cobb, he's like, these fucking feds are wasting their time, man. There's no gold in that river. This guy beat me. They beat all of us. Zeus says, come on, man. You're alive, aren't you? Well, aren't you? Joe, give this man a quarter so he can call his wife. John gets on the phone. He calls. I think it's the same housekeeper as the first movie, right?
Oh, wow.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. You said, oh, wow, like I made some like...
Well, you're just making all these connections of like, it's this guy from this thing.
Oh, sorry. But I think he says her name.
You might be right.
I tried to pair up two balding white men with glasses, and
but he's asked her to get Holly, so he's on hold.
Dan, scrub through the Plex and see if that's right.
As he's sitting there waiting for Holly to get on the phone, he decides to pop some aspirin. But holy shit, he sees something enough to just panic. Leaves the phone, runs off, hops into the helicopter that Zeus was being loaded into. And we zoom in and we see on the bottom of the aspirin bottle, and I don't speak French, but Nordelinges, or Linga, Norddes, Lignes. So French enough to know, something's up.
Nordeling.
Nordeling. Yeah. That unlocked it. Thank you, Kron.
Mm-hmm. You got it, buddy.
Let's cut to Simon's army. They're cheering. They're celebrating. Yesterday, we were an army with no country. Tomorrow, we have to decide which country we want to buy. Little Miss Tryhard, she starts throwing the fuck eyes at Simon, man. He's like, all right, I'll take 20 minutes while my guys are prepping my helicopter to Nova Scotia.
Well, he's going to do it 10 times? That's crazy, dude.
He better not lead with the tongue. She may not be interested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Simon is about to penetrate his lady when we see McLean's helicopter fly by. We see outside the window. Hey, dickhead, did I come at a bad time? Simon's men, they start to clear out the trucks. And
now, why does he have Zeus with him here?
Because Zeus was already being loaded into the helicopter.
Yeah.
They were going to like evac him. And then
he's injured. Like he could have went on another one.
Come on.
He's like, yeah, man, you pissed him off.
Get
he's
a little,
just sitting there.
Get a load of Brewster's Millions over here with 2 helicopters.
The whole force is on this assignment, Kron. They got multiple helicopters going right now.
Well, they got them in air, you know. They weren't all right there.
Mm-hmm. But we also see Simon's men as they clear out that they're starting to get stopped. Like, Simon gets pissed. He hops in his helicopter with a 50 cal. I think Simon starts shooting at their helo. They get hit. They go down. They being McLean and Zeus's helicopter. McLean had pulled a revolver from the pilot of the helicopter. While they're on the ground, he checks it. He realizes, oh, fuck, I got 2 rounds left. He starts acting as bait to get Simon away from shooting at Zeus. Simon comes a little too low. He's trying to get a clean shot on John, but John notices that there's a power line awfully close to the rotors.
You think when Landis watched this movie, he was sweating bullets at the end here?
Where have I seen this? It takes 2 shots, but that's what he had. He shoots the cable loose. It drops into the rotor. Simon panics, tells him to get out of there, but nope. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Let him burn, Zeus says, as he reminds, or then John is like, oh, fuck. I left Holly hanging on hold. Call her back. She's going to be pissed. She'll get over it. I don't know, Zeus. Like I said, she's a very stubborn woman. Well, she'd have to stay married to you. The end. Before we allow Dan to hit us with further research, this is a reshot alternate ending. The original ending, Simon gets away.
Whoa. How's he get away?
Because he beat him.
A helicopter?
Yeah.
They don't wreck his helicopter.
So basically when they don't even do that. I think it's when the boat explodes.
Oh, wow.
He's gone. I can attempt to try to describe what happens in the alternate ending, unless you have it, Dan.
I can grab it.
Okay. But basically, he's like in Europe. He's like in a cafe, minding his own fucking business, Simon. And John shows up. And John is like, oh, he looks like he's looking. Sorry. I'll just fucking give you the cliff notes. And John's like, I traced that bottle of aspirin to the supplier. And the lot number said that it was sent to a pharmacy 2 blocks from here. And that's how I tracked you down. And Simon's like, what are you going to do about it? Blah, blah, blah. They go back and forth. And John blows him up with a RPG.
Oh, so he still kills him at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe they let him live and they were trying to set up like 4 would be the same guys,
With a vengeance again.
Yeah. With a vengeance part 2.
With a vengeance Uno reverse card.
Mm-hmm.
They basically play a game of chicken with a rocket launcher, I guess.
Yeah.
It finds him in Europe. Some people believe it's Germany, but you hear people speaking Hungarian.
Oh, that's right. So he's got a little like shoulder mounted rocket launcher cron. And John has removed the directional iconography. And Simon's like, I don't even know which way is which. And he's like, yeah, fucking try it. And he hits it and it goes the opposite way and takes him out.
Yeah, the gold was turned into small miniatures of the Empire State Building, and that's how they smuggled it out of America.
What? So they left with like 80 million pounds of little miniatures?
McClane's thrown off the police force with the police thinking that he may be involved in the heist.
Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Yeah.
And then, they do the chicken with the fucking rocket launchers.
I guess you can find it on YouTube.
Made it far enough that they shot it all, so.
Mm-hmm. It just, obviously it doesn't have like color correction or anything else, but it just looks odd. The entire setup of it just looks not Die Hard, which is when 2 of the 5 movies don't even look like it's hard to like knock it. But what else you got, Dan?
Hey, Die Hard with a Vengeance, 1995, directed by John McTiernan, was released May 15th of 1995 on a budget of $90 million and a worldwide box office of over $366 million. At the cinema that month, you could catch Forget Paris with Billy Crystal, A Little Princess. The next week, you could go to Braveheart with Mel Gibson and catch Tales from the Hood on Sunday night.
Whoa.
Puppet movie. Our writer here, Jonathan Hensley, was detained by the FBI after completing the script for the film's extensive information about the Federal Gold Reserve in downtown Manhattan. Hensley did say that all the information he got was from a New York Times article, so they let him off the hook. The sandwich board that Bruce Willis wore while filming in Harlem was originally blank. The message of the racist message was CGI in post-production, so nobody was offended on the streets of Harlem. Some television broadcasts use an alternative version, and the sign reads, "I hate everybody," which sometimes basically they just edit it. This is what you get, Larry, when you find a stranger in the Alps. This was the highest grossing movie of 1995 worldwide. Huge hit. You would actually need 480 dump trucks to steal all the gold in the Federal Reserve. Sir Sean Connery was director John McTiernan's first choice for the role of Simon. He turned it down, saying that he didn't want to play such a diabolical villain. Originally titled Simon Says, Zeus was originally scripted as a woman and was considered by Joel Silver as the third Lethal Weapon.
Whoa.
But 20th Century Fox did not agree to sell the script to Joel Silver, so it became Die Hard.
That's weird, too, because it's like he replaced the woman with Joe Pesci in Lethal Weapon 3.
John McTiernan declined to direct Batman Forever in order to make this movie.
Good call.
Bones runs in the same circles here.
Fuck. I'd rather have him do Die Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the second film in which Samuel L. Jackson's character steals a kid's bike for police business. The first film being Loaded Weapon 1 from 1993, which also features an appearance and cameo from Bruce Willis as John McClane. There's a shit ton if you look up the trivia on this for this movie, since it was such a huge success. But that's all I got.
It's kind of weird with the, like, I get leaving the sandwich board blank while you're shooting, but then it's like, you can go see The Offensive thing in every multiplex across America in a year from now.
Yeah. I remember the first time watching it. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Like,
and the way they do it is like, oh, okay. So, but yeah, that's all I got, gentlemen. Bones picked a banger to start this Let the Record Show category.
I'm a little shocked here. I have my George Lucas's Blockbusting book that I got as a Christmas gift from a extended family member years ago. And in 95, it does not have anything about With a Vengeance, with it being the highest grossing. So I'm sure if you look further into that detail, but I mean, with 95, I dare not bring this up, but it's got Toy Story, Apollo 13, Batman Forever, Braveheart. It's just only those four. I mean, I feel like you'd also have, what in 95? GoldenEye?
yeah, I think that's right.
Man, we used to eat so good.
I know they said US wise, not so great, but international was super successful.
That could be it. I'm not going to sit here and flip through. Let us finish our game of Rate My Letterboxd.
All right, just real quick. 95 could have talked about 7, Heat, Usual Suspects, Casino, 12 Monkeys. You're kind of like falling off after that. Bad Boys, GoldenEye, Strange Days.
Yeah. I think in the... Hey, remember when we did that massive crossover event?
Mm-hmm.
I think... I want to say Brantley took Heat, which would have been my number one for 95. And then I think at the end, I was left between like this and GoldenEye. And I think I just had to give it to GoldenEye just for like to have Bond represented, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But oh well.
Go check those episodes out.
I think I've got this PDF. I want to see who do you guys remember what you took for 95?
Pretty sure I took Billy Madison.
You did not.
What?
You took Casino.
All right.
Dan,
I take.
I think this was your first pull, Dan. I think you've got 7.
Okay, yeah.
I think that might have been. I vaguely remember that being your first. Yeah, Brantley got Heat. So as soon as Heat was off the table, I was like, I'll come back to 95. Man, those were the days, huh?
What a year.
When we cared.
When they made movies in this country.
Oh, I just meant like when we went out of our way to like do fun.
Break my box.
Dan, I'm going to give you a 4.0.
All right, Kron, Howard, I am going to give you a 4.0.
Dan 3. No, Dan 4.0. Kron, I'm going to guess. I think this went up for you, 4.5.
All right, dudes, Die Hard with a Vengeance. I mean, the movie's pretty fun, start to finish. Let our heroes be dirty again. Let them both physically get dirty and let them make crude comments. Everything is too clean and sterilized now. It's boring. Let our heroes get all filthy and roll around in the muck, you know? I could say, I think the movie is somewhat disjointed. It does feel like you get one half of a movie at the beginning, you get another half of a movie at the end. They do work together. I'm not saying it's like no connective tissue. It just kind of switches tones. But honestly, like, if this was every movie now, like every blockbuster movie was still like this, I would be happy as shit. I mean, you got real stuff blowing up. It looks fucking expensive. Stuff that looks expensive now just has some shitty digital background to it. I wish things were still made this way. The movie cooks, like, I never get bored with it. I've seen this a few times now. And it just moves. I do kind of like the stuff at the beginning first, like the first hour, I think works better. But the second hour is not bad at all. I think I'm going to come in at a 4.0. I think that's a fair rating. I like this movie a lot. You could just watch Die Hard 1 and then go straight to Die Hard 3. That's the way to do it. There you guys go, 4.0.
All right, gentlemen. Die Hard with a Vengeance. John McTiernan. I do enjoy the chemistry between our characters here. I don't understand how they didn't bring Samuel L. back on 4 whenever they decided to do that. But I've never seen that one, so I don't know. I agree with Kron. I think there are some plot holes here, but I think coming with this one after 2, I think we said it's pretty much a layup here. You just have to make a Die Hard movie. We get John McClane getting fucked up like he should be, getting lucky. I got a little bit of beef with the ending, but then I kind of understand that he's not the Stallone, like, go in and he's going to mow everybody down and make it right. He does what he does at the end. So it makes sense. I just wish there was kind of, I don't even think, I mean, they're in the same room for a little bit, but I don't even think he touches Simon at all. But anyway, it's good, man. I think the second one gets lost in the sauce there of just such a big environment and things going on. And I think this one really works with your environment being New York City. And I think New York City is a character here. This should be on the list of great New York films. I mean, I haven't looked that up recently, but maybe it is. But yeah, I think it works. Looks great. McClane is McClane here again. Like in 2, seems like he's not really there, but he's back. You don't even need the yippee-ki-yay motherfucker at the end. Honestly, I totally forgot about it until he said it. But yippee-ki-yay motherfucker, this is a 3.5 for Laundry Dan. It's good. I like it. It's not 1. I love 1. That's a 5-star. But there you go.
Dan, name 5 New York movies.
All right. 5 New York movies. Gangs of New York. Dog Day Afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you put me on the spot here. Oh.
Don't blame this on your VPN.
Oh.
World Trade Center.
All right.
Midnight Cowboy.
I'm walking here.
I would say Eyes Wide Shut, but that's more of a soundstage in England.
It's set in New York. I mean, yeah, but give us another one.
Oh, what else do we got? Fuck. Maniac. Maniac Cop. New York Ripper.
Isn't the Warriors in New York?
Warriors is Coney Island, yeah. That one with Bill Burr and the guy who got all his tattoos removed. Pete Davidson.
King of Staten Island.
Yeah, there you go. That's Staten Island, not New York.
I'll accept it. Good job. You did it. You were put on the spot.
And
you came through. I mean, you could just say, like, it's a 50-50 shot. You name a movie, it's a New York movie, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Yes, this is not Die Hard, which is a 5-star banger. But this, to me, is how you build a sequel, specifically with a character built around wrong place, wrong time. Could sit here and praise it for 5 minutes and go on and debate on whether or not I edit myself down instead of being long-winded. I'm going to call out 2 things. Why is this not a 5 for me? I do think that the ending, while it's a reshoot and it is a conclusion, it does leave you wanting a little too much. Other thing I want to call out is the actor. The acting in this movie is phenomenal. There is nobody that I think you can point to in this movie that's like, that is not an incredible performance. Whether it's 2 or 3 lines, whether it's a facial reaction, it is an incredible supporting cast. And specifically the actor Larry Bergman, who plays Walter Cobb. I knew him as a kid because he was a soap actor. He was on As the World Turns. This is in that era where I had a real tough time, like, disassociating characters. Like, if I saw Michael J. Fox in a different movie, I was confused. Like, I fundamentally understood it, but I didn't like that. No, you are Marty McFly. Like, if I watched a Sam Neill movie and he was like when I watched Event Horizon and, wait a minute. Wait, you're supposed to be fighting dinosaurs and you're supposed to be like a nice guy. That really fucked me up being a Sam Neill Jurassic Park fan. All this to say, I think it's an incredible performance that really, the work that guy has to do to sell like the stress of New York, for you not to just get endless scenes expressing the panic and stuff that's going on. The 2 lines of dialogue here or there that he's able to sell the stress of all this is going on and the support that he has for McClane, that feels really good, particularly after the first one when he's on his own and all the rest of the fucking law enforcement is actively working against him. I love this movie. I think it's infinitely rewatchable, but it does have problems. Kron, you asked if this was a revenge movie. This thing has gone in and out of revenge category possibilities. It was also a fucking, as early back to like Detectives I was going to do. I argued like, well, a dump truck's kind of a big rig. This is floated in my potential 5DR list just because I love it so much. And I know it just meets the qualification by me giving a 4.5.
All right, gentlemen. Let's update this. All right, guys. Die Hard with a Vengeance would have an average score from the 3 of us of 4.0. This bad boy would end up at number 12 on the big list. This would currently be right below The Game at number 11. And right above Extreme Prejudice at number 13.
Dan.
Yeah.
This movie's better than The Game.
I don't know. I mean, The Game got puppets.
Same average score from the 3 of us, but it has a 3.8 average letterbox score.
I don't
Is
know.
The Game really that high?
He's being puppeted along. He's being pulled. Simon's pulling strings throughout this movie.
Hey.
That's true. That is true.
All right, guys. I hope you had fun. I hope that was a great way to start a new category, which is to just breathe some life back into us. Let's like the movies that we watch, at least for a month. So, with that, who's going? Is it Laundry Dan?
It's Laundry Dan here with his pick for Let the Record Show. And, there's, if you do follow Bones on Letterboxd there, you know that he doesn't rate very often. Which is fine, to each their own. But there is a history of ratings there. You just got to dig a little. So I say let's do a little bit of math, gentlemen, something I'm not very good at, but I think we can figure this one out. If I scream and then Kron screams and then Bones joins in and screams as well, I believe that's 3 screams.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that is a rating of 3 for his favorite Scream, Scream 3, directed by Wes Craven. That's right, folks. I hope your underwear are 100% cotton, because we're doing Scream 3.
I hope your bangs are cut mighty short. God forbid you a single frame be missed.
Kron has agreed to do the same hairstyle as Gail Weathers.
Sure, why not?
So tune in for that.
Oh, man. I'm fucked.
Why?
I don't have the mental capacity to argue.
Argue that this is your favorite Scream movie? I'm doing you a favor.
It's not my favorite Scream movie. I mentioned it as like, what my favorite of the Scream sequels is? Scream 3. That's what I said.
Right.
I didn't say it's the best or my favorite Scream movie. I don't even think I had seen the subsequent, like, Scream and Scream 6 since then. I had afterwards. Doesn't matter. Yeah. It's a long time coming.
I haven't seen this since it originally came out, so
Okay. And there's
I remember basically nothing of it.
0.02% that you agree with me.
I thought he was giving his rating.
No,
I was like,
no,
damn,
I'm going to get bashed. I'm just going to be, it's going to be personal. Was there anything else? Was there anything close? Or do we want to reveal that like at the end of the category?
Yeah, hold on one sec.
I mean, that's like I just looked at your 2 letterbox, and my initial list was like 40 movies. So, whoa. Did I have that rated or just Bones?
No, that was off Bones.
Man, that right there is a movie I've not watched since VHS.
What do I have? Dan is holding up Vanilla Sky, which I almost threw out as a New York movie when you said Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah, that's true.
What do
I played with it on our last episode, and you guys were both like, oh. I was like, all right. Because I had it down to those 2 choices. And I went with, those all 3 will be available, Bones, on the G drive there.
Did you get that at a truck stop?
I got this at the Walmart $5 bin. I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
I guarantee you I will not be able to watch all 3 of them.
I haven't seen, I mean, I feel like I know 1 pretty well. 2, I mean, I've definitely watched more than 3, but it's probably been a minute since I've seen 2.
I think I've rewatched 3 for this, and that was the first time since I think we went to the theater to see that. Well, David, I think me and him went. I had the soundtrack as well.
Sorry, I'm trying to pull up your Kron's lists. There was something that was really close. Now I can't remember. I'll try to look it up and see.
I had
It
this
was
at
up at the
3, right?
It was up at the top. I don't think you had Die Hard with a Vengeance rated.
I know I watched it.
Luckily, I had it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Because I watched those 3, I mean, it probably has been in the last 5-ish years. Where I went through Die Hard 1, 2, and 3. I think I did it sometime around Christmas.
Yeah, the last time I watched it, December 17th of 2020. And I had it at 3 stars.
Die Hard or Scream?
Die Hard with a Vengeance.
I wonder if my Vanilla Sky rating is like early days of Letterboxd and just trying to put a star on stuff. Now, you mentioned like, oh, Bones doesn't rate stuff.
I say you do. But
I tried to. It dipped a little bit because also when you're watching stuff, like you're deep in the show, sometimes you're trying to like hide. And there are legit movies where I was not accurate with my rating because it was a movie I was going to bring. And then it becomes like, well, you're being dishonest. So it's just easier to not rate it, you know? But the whole point of this was let's just come up for air after fucking 2025. So, the movie and the year.
Yeah.
But Scream 3, I think that's a great pick.
That'd be fun.
That's what, 2000? So,
Yes.
in that era, mix up the genre a little bit. Let's go to a slasher, baby. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Come back next week. Scream 3.
Crash and burn.
Crash and burn.
Crash and burn.
Billionaires shouldn't exist, Bones.